This video is a guide for the Gauss Rifle in Fallout 76. I'm going to be covering the build I use, the mods and how to acquire them, what the best mods are, what the best legendary effects are, what armor can synergize with it, as in legendary effects and such, do's and don'ts, stuff like that, you know, just a basic guide. First thing we'll cover is the mods for the Gauss Rifle and what you're going to want to run depending on what you're trying to do. So yeah, let's get into that. So when you head into your workbench, you'll be able to see all the mods by going to Modify, clicking on your Gauss Rifle, and then clicking on whatever the toggle unlockable button is. Now this will show you every single mod you can obtain and what every mod does. So as you can see right here, you have the compensator muzzles and the suppressor muzzles, both which I don't have, sadly. Now, right off the bat, the suppressor is the best muzzle, just for the fact that this gun can absolutely obliterate things when you're running a sneak build. The compensator, if you're not trying to run a sneak build, then I guess you can run it, it's up to you. Appearance, well, it doesn't matter. Now for the sights, you can do this based off of VATS or maybe, you know, just genuinely trying to aim with the Gauss Rifle. Whenever I use rifles, I prefer to just use VATS if the action point cost isn't too much. But since the fact that this gun does so much damage, that action point cost doesn't matter, as you can normally one-shot most squishy enemies. You're fine. So let's go over the VATS attachments real quick. So I'm just going to say this off the bat, Gauss Reflex Sight is probably the best if you want to use an action point cost reduction build. But if you want to get accuracy, which is what I'm doing, because like I said, this thing can one-shot things, so it's better to hit rather than have to shoot more, you know. So, you know, this gives you an extra 29 accuracy in VATS, makes it go up to 92, just incredible. Now for capacitors, it's really up to you, perforating, swift, whatever. I just chose to go with quick because, number one, reload speed is really nice because this thing only has 5 shots before you have to reload. And it gives you 2%, not 2%, -2 reduction to action point cost, which is nice. For the stock, just aligned or, what's the other one? Aligned or forceful works just because of action point cost reduction. Those are the best ones. And then same with here, it's aligned barrel or aligned shielded barrel. But in terms of like just everything better, just do aligned long barrel if you have it. Now the way you obtain these mods is you have to scrap Gauss rifles that aren't legendaries, because you can't scrap legendary guns. Or you can head to the Watoga vendors, either the station one or the one in the plaza. There's like a weird shopping, like just genuine building there. So yeah, that's how you obtain the mods, and those are the best ones for the Gauss Rifle. Now one might be asking, how do you acquire a Gauss Rifle? Now you can either craft it, which is pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I'll show you right now. So for the crafting cost, it will take you 12 aluminum, 8 circuitry, 16 screws, yikes, 6 silver, it kinda sucks, 11 springs, I don't know if springs are hard to get, but I've always had enough, so I'm assuming they're not, so, you know, whatever. Steel, easily obtainable, super easy. Wood, also super obtainable, whatever. But if you do want mods for this, you're gonna have to craft them, or you can buy them, which I will show you where, and you can just find them, which I'll also show you where. I'm not gonna go to these places. Actually, wait, no, I will. So the first place that I found works is the Abandoned Mine Shaft 4. So when you head here, there will be 2 sheds, or 2, whatever you want to call them, warehouses, I guess. The really tiny one is the one you want to go into, and it will be on this little shelf. Now, I'm not sure if the Gauss Rifle is the only gun that spawns there, as I watched one video where someone was in there and there was a Enclave plasma gun, or whatever it is, a plasma rifle. I know it wasn't an Enclave plasma gun because I think you have to craft those. Never used one before, so I'm not going to say I know. But if you spawn right here, you just want to head to this little shed here on the left, and it will be right there. Now, I'm just gonna kill these guys real quick so I can fast travel. Now, as you can see, I'm demonstrating the power of this gun. It is an incredibly strong gun. Now, for bossing and stuff, I'm not sure you should use this gun. I'd say if you're just trying to do everyday stuff like expeditions and daily ops, it's a perfect gun, but for other stuff, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, let's go over where you can buy Gauss rifles. So, if you head to the White Spring Bunker, whenever you have this unlocked, you will want to head in and go to the military wing. And in the military wing, you will want to go up to the command center. And on your left, once you go up there, I believe, there will be 3 motors terminals, all of which you can shop at that will sell different things. Not sure what exactly, but every time I've went in there, he's always selling 1 to 2 Gauss rifles. They usually sell for about 400 to 600, I believe. I could be wrong about the 400 part, I'm not sure. But when I go in, I'm going to show you like just where to go in case you always get lost in here, because I used to get lost in here all the time, but ever since I've been constantly scrapping Gauss rifles, I kind of just memorized my way around. So, you know, once I actually load in, I'll show you where to go. And the thing with this gun is that the ammo, it can be kind of a pain to get. It's also really heavy, but I'll show you some ways to get some ammo whenever we go over the build, just because I have something related to show you with the ammo in the build discussion. Alright, now you're in the White Spring Bunker. You just want to get in the way you normally do. Just follow where I go. I know this is going to be the longest segment of the video just because I'm showing you exactly where to go and all of the locations in one video, but it's better to make the guide one big thing rather than multiple parts because I just don't like that, honestly. Like I said, just follow where I go. Oh shit. Even though I am in this place quite often, like I said, it's still pretty easy to get lost just because of how odd this place is. I can never tell where I am if I'm being honest. Foyer. Okay, yeah, this is where you want to be. Okay, yeah, you head down here, and then it'll say military wing right there. You want to go here and take a left. Go through here, take a right, go to command. Like I said, you head up these stairs, take a left. Oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry, yeah, over here. Ta-da, 2 Gauss rifles that you can buy. He also sells some other stuff. Nothing special. Yeah, Gatling laser plans, if you want this stuff. Oh, yeah, this is where you can buy one of the plans. And that's about it for the known locations that you can buy and pick these up, unless you count the Watoga Underground. But I'm not exactly sure how to get in there. I know you get in there by doing the ally quest with Beckett, the final one. But in case you are in there and know how to get in there, it is in Silo 4 in a workstation on a middle shelf on a rectangular crate. So, there you go. And you can also obtain the physical Gauss rifle by randomly completing events and quests in the Cranberry Bog, like dailies and those really weird quests, like the not public events, but the, you know, personal events, if you want to call it those. They can also be sometimes dropped by Scorched Beasts and Deathclaws, although out of the massive loot pool that both of them have, it's pretty unlikely that either of them will drop it. But if you do feel like farming them for it, go ahead. So yeah. Now we're going to get into the incredibly luck-based mechanic that everybody loves, and just everyone absolutely adores. Legendary crafting, aka legendary rolling, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to be discussing what is the best rolls you should be using on your Gauss Rifle that will provide the most benefits to you as the user. Now I'm just going to say it off the bat, there's 3 best ones that I consider. Instigating, because this gun does massive damage and has incredible one-shot potential. Bloodied, if you feel like using a constant double damage instead of just a full health double damage shot, which is what I prefer now that I've used both. And the third one, Angry Turtle said in one of his recent videos that anti-armor seems to be one of the best legendary rolls right now, as it's like outperforming all the other damage ones, and it hasn't like I don't know how to say it, but yeah. But like, there's other rolls that are okay to get. Like, I mean, Aristocrats is okay, I guess, but it's definitely not the best. Berserkers is pretty garbage, even if it does increase your damage. Furious is absolutely garbage. Gourmands, because I don't know, the minor bit of increases, it's alright. Juggernauts, if you're running full health and you don't feel like using Bloodied or Junkies or anything like that. Junkies, if you're a junkie. Medic, because sometimes, or most of the time, you'll be hitting some crits, I guess. It's up to you if you want to run that. Mutants as like a better version of Gourmands or Juggernauts, just because, well, I have all the mutations and so should you. Nocturnal, I guess, if you feel like running one of those builds with that one perk where when you sneak around at night, your suppressed weapons do like 50% more damage, which adds up to 100%. Quadruple ammo capacity is incredible on this gun if you feel like using that. Not a bad choice at all. Stalkers is very mediocre, wouldn't recommend it. Suppressors is pretty terrible. Two-shot might be okay. Vampires is alright. Now, let's get into the major effects, which is your second star. Now, Bashers is absolutely garbage. You don't want that. Alright. You cannot get explosive on this gun because it is already explosive. I mean, everyone should know that because it's a Gauss rifle. Gauss weapons are explosive. Hitman's is a really nice thing if you don't feel like using bats, because you'll be aiming and you'll just be getting 25% more damage for aiming, which is really nice, especially with the long night vision scope, which is what I have equipped, because it's really accurate and wherever you're aiming, the bullet goes straight for, so perfect. Replenish 15 action points with each kill is not bad, because like I said, one-shot potential with this gun is immaculate, so with every kill you'll just be replenishing action points if you don't use Grim Reaper's sprint, even though you should. Last shot, which is 25% chance to deal 2 times damage, isn't too bad on this gun, but it's definitely not recommended. You could use something better. Now the rapid thing, I'm not quite sure if this does work, as in increases the charging rate of the max shot damage on the Gauss rifle, but if it does, then go for that. It's perfect. It's amazing. Now VATS enhanced, 50% VATS hit chance, incredible. You should definitely go for that if you're running VATS. Lucky, which is increased critical shot damage by 50%, also incredible because, I mean, more damage the better, right? Now for your third star, which is the minor rolls, durability, breaks 50% slower is awesome. Lightweight, which is 90% reduced weight of the gun, incredible. VATS critical meter fills 15% faster is not too bad. Rapid for faster reload is incredible. And VATS enhanced for 25% less VATS action point cost is also amazing. So, yeah, those are the best legendary stats, or legendary rolls for the Gauss rifle. There you go. Now let's get into the build for the Gauss rifle. I'm going to show you what you need for your special points first without any legendary perks. You're going to want 3 strength, 13 perception, 3 endurance, 1 charisma, 11 intelligence, 12 agility, and 13 luck. Now let's get into the cards I have equipped. So to make this build fully shine, you're going to want to run Blocker to take less damage from melee opponents, But if you do have full sneak, then you might not want to run this. You could just run something else if you feel like. It's completely up to you. So for your perception, you're going to want to have all of your riflemen's maxed out for 60% plus bonus damage with your Gauss Rifle. Tank Killer to have that 36% armor penetration on all enemies. Concentrated fire, so you can hit those nasty, fat headshots on every enemy. Fireproof, because explosions and flame attacks are the absolute bane of my existence when out of power armor in this game. Charisma, you're just going to want to have one, and it's going to be strange in numbers because, well, it costs one. You know, it's nice. It makes you buff as hell when you're on a team with all mutations. Nerd Rage, because this is a low health build, giving you 20% more damage, 40 damage resist, and AP regen if you do run out of AP with the Gauss Rifle. Batteries included, which all Gauss weapons are ballistic and energy weapons, so you can also use the other ammo weight reduction perk for kinetic ammo called Bandolier. I'm not sure if those two stack, but if they do, then run them. I'll do a test at West Tech when I show you how the Gauss Rifle works and how efficient it is. Now, you do get 50% of your weapon damage overall from the explosives that this gun leaves. So Demolition Expert will massively increase your damage. Adrenaline, because you'll be killing a ton of stuff, and the max of 60% more damage is incredible. Sneak, because you want to do those sneak attacks and never get seen or take damage, even though I don't have a suppressor on, which I'm hoping to get soon. And Gun Fu, because more damage, plus you don't have to constantly go in and out of VATS. Bloody Mess, because 15% bonus damage is excellent. Class Freak, to weigh out the negative side of your mutations down to a almost unnoticeable amount, as in, like, you'll barely notice that you have any negative downsides with your mutations. It's incredible. Grim Reaper Sprint, so you feel like you're never running out of action points, so you can always be in VATS with this build. Better criticals, because 100% more criticals damage is insane. I think I've done like 1,800 damage in one critical shot to the head. Amazing. Serendipity, because, like I said, did I say that wrong? Serendipity, because this is a low health build and you don't want to take damage, especially while sneaking, and then failing to sneak because you don't have a goddamn suppressor. Alright, for your legendary perks, however, you can shape this how you want. It's up to you. Like, you can see I don't have all of them maxed out. I just have this one maxed out. It was my first one I ever maxed out, actually. Far-flung fireworks, because some crowd control is nice. Taking one for the team, because you're going to be on a team, because you obviously have what's that thing called? That charisma perk that makes your mutation stronger while on a team. Luck, you can just change these out for anything you want. It's completely up to you. And follow through, because, well, you're going to be doing sneak attacks with this build, so you'll just do more damage to people, but you normally will be one-shotting them, and if you don't, this will make sure that the second shot finishes them off. And there you go. That's the build. Like I said in my previous video, for the Flamer Guide, all builds are subjective. You can change anything you want. If you don't agree with anything or find something I do in this build stupid, don't leave a hate comment or call me dumb. Just change it. Simple as that. Now I'm going to show you a demonstration of how powerful this gun is, and before I go over to the Super Mutant Trap House that's right next to my base, instead of West Tech, I just don't feel like doing West Tech because I'm tired and I just want to make this quick. But I'm telling you, this gun is as effective in West Tech as it is anywhere else. As you can see, I've changed nothing in the build. It's all the same. Feel free to go back and check if you want. For my buffs, not using anything special except all my mutations. That's it. And for armor, I'm just going to give you a quick note. The best armor you want to use for damage reduction purposes is Overeaters, and if you want to go for just a buff to pretty much overall everything, especially hitting shots and VATS and stuff, you want to go for Unyielding, because when you're at low health, bloodied build, you get +3 to all stats except endurance, meaning that 15 you get from having all 5 pieces will be massive, especially with helping you hit shots and VATS. So as you can see, we approach these guys. Yeah, that guy right there, the little king guy that I killed, the second dude, he counts as a West Tech Super Mutant because he's level 100. Oh, well, I shoot him with a real shot, except for that shot because my HP is low. Somehow, because I keep missing in VATS. There you go. So yeah, that was the demonstration. This gun is incredibly powerful. Whenever I use it at West Tech, it normally one-shots, and if it doesn't, then it leaves them at a tiny sliver of health. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, maybe leave a like and subscribe for more guide videos. Let me know what you want to see a guide on next, because if you do, then it'll give me content to make, and I really aspire to make this like a part-time thing I do and get better at it, so whenever I make more videos that I'm a lot more interested in, then I'll have, you know, experience and ideas of what to do. So, you know, thanks. See you in the next video.